There was a time where I ordered Burger King and they put a small fry instead of a medium fry in there, and he went and took some of my fries, and I said something to him, and he ended up taking the whole entire thing and just throwing it everywhere. Ain't nobody gonna eat now. And ended up snatching my necklace off. It was a necklace I got for my graduation. It had my first name on it, and he ended up snatching and breaking. All right, fast forward now. It's July of 2008, and it's time for me to have a baby. I went into labor like 9 o'clock on the night of the 5th, and he got off from work at 11 o'clock. Um, and I read all the baby books, so I did everything I could. It turns out to be it was real labor, and I let him know, look, I'm gonna go to the hospital. So I called my aunt, and she drove me to the hospital to have my baby. And he was in the car. It was like 5 o'clock the next morning when I went to the hospital, because I stayed in labor all night long. I didn't go until like 5 o'clock the next morning, and I had my baby later on that night. And while I was in the hospital during my 3 days, the lights ended up getting cut off at the house where we were staying with his mom. And basically, when you're having a new baby, you're not supposed to be around none of that. It's not logical to be around it anyways. But so once I got out the hospital, it was said that I was going to go to my godmom's house until the lights got cut on at the house, because I didn't need to be there with a newborn baby. And from my baby shower, I ended up getting a little refrigerator that goes in the room. And I sent him a picture of the baby when, after I got to my godmom's house and everything. I sent him a picture of the baby, and in the background, he could see that the refrigerator was up and put together. And he just flew off the handle from that. He's mad now because now he's basically mad because he thought that because I put this refrigerator up, that meant that I was staying there and was not coming back, and I was taking his baby from him. And I had to let him know that's not what I was doing. But I need it. It's for my baby. I need it. Anyway, so when I would go over to, he was still staying at the house. His mom, brother, and sister had all went to a different part, to their aunt's house or whatever, the mom's sister house, and stayed at her house while the lights was off. And he was the only one who still stayed at the house with the lights off. So I would come over there during the daytime, and he'll see the baby, come outside to see the baby and everything. And one time, my mom had the baby, and so I was just like, I'll come over and hang out. I can actually come inside because the mom, the baby's not here. And when I came inside, he ended up asking me if I wanted to have sex. Can I say that word on here? Just so there's no confusion in the story. My mom came to Florida when I went into labor, when I told her I was at the hospital, and she stayed in Florida for a full 30 days. And that was just to enjoy the first full month of her grandchild's new life. Okay. So I let him know, like, no, like, I'm only 2 weeks in, 3 weeks in. I can't do that. I'm still flowing and whatever. He's just like, oh, I'll be gentle. It's not going to hurt. It's not going to hurt. And I just kept telling him no, like I didn't want to. Without saying it, for lack of better words, it happened anyways, against my will. Y'all can fill in the words. The 4-letter words start with R. We can get it together. There we go. So, and I laid there and I cried the whole time. It was so painful. It was so messy. It was just not ideal at all. And he was okay with that. He got what he needed and he moved on. And I left right after that moment. So I left from over there and I went back to my godmom's house and I took a shower and I just cried. I just cried and cried and took a shower. And anyways, and then I just kind of laid in the bed and just escaped away from the world. And eventually the lights got cut back on. I say maybe like the first week of August, second week of August, somewhere around there. And I ended up telling him, like, I didn't think I wanted to come back. And we ended up fighting about it. We got into a whole argument. It was over the phone. I wouldn't dare tell him that in his face. I was too scared. So we argued about it. And eventually, he put on a pretty face and was Prince Charming and made me want to come back off, or should I say, and put up a whole lot of reasons of why I should in beautiful fashion. And then I came back. And we were only there for a little bit longer before I was like, we got to get our own place.